Your desires aren't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And all you need to get there is grit, audacity, and faith. So let's talk about it, y'all. Welcome back to Tired of Thinking. I'm your host, Golden Girl, and let's get into it. So the thing about this life that sometimes we fail to realize and understand and fully grasp is ask and you shall receive. It's quite literal. This world, this universe that we live in is very literal. You can get anything you want, truly. I want you to for real sit with that. You can truly get anything that you want. It doesn't respond to wishful thinking, though. You can wish all you want. So I like to say, ask and then do something about it, and then you shall receive. And that's where the grit comes in. Grit is passion and perseverance. Grit is having stamina. Sticking with your future day in and day out, not just for a week, y'all, not for a month, not even just for a few months, day in and day out. You have to think longer. You have to think bigger than the short term, bigger than the near future. You have to stick with it. You have to stick with it even on the bad days, even on the days when your reality is reflecting to you the exact opposite of what it is that you desire. See, the thing about grit is willingness. It's not willfulness. Willing is open. Think of being open. Willful is closed off. You're rigid. You're closed off. Willfulness is resistance. It's rigidity. And you already know how I feel about having a rigid mindset. Rigidity is the killer of growth, creativity, expansion, because when you're rigid, you are on a one-track mind. You don't have the ability to look at things differently. You don't have the ability to pivot. You don't want to be rigid when it comes to creating the life that you desire. Honestly, I don't even think you want to be rigid about anything in this life, but I'm specifically about creating the life that you desire. Willingness, on the other hand, though, it's growth, it's expansion, it's a flow state. You're able to be like, okay, if this isn't working, let me try this. Okay, this is working. Let me add this. Let me change. Let me pivot. Let me learn. Let me expand. So you have to be willing when you're on this journey. You cannot be closed off and you cannot think you know it all. Grit for me is the part of me that keeps going, even when I have zero evidence that what I'm doing is working. It's the part of me that continues to write and share my writing and put out podcast episodes and share what it is that I have to say about this life. Even though I know I'm at the beginning of it. I'm in the void right now. I'm in the in-between right now. But the grit is what's going to keep me going, my friends. You got to have grit in this life. You got to be, you gotta because sometimes life will go and fight. You gotta be willing to fight life back. I'm not trying to make it seem like life is just always so treacherous, but I'm just saying having no grit is hard. Also having grit is hard. So both are hard, my friends. So I'm going to ask you to choose your hard. Choose your hard. No grit or grit. Willful or willing. The choice is yours. It really just comes down to that. The choice really is yours. Choose your hard. And that comes with anything in this life. Changing is hard. And also, what's also hard? Staying the same. So choose your hard. You want to change or do you want to stay the same? I'm not saying choose the easier path, because like I said, they're both hard. I'm saying choose the path of your desires. Is being willful going to lead you to your desires? No. Is having no grit going to lead you to your desires? No. So ding, 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 we have an answer. Have some grit and be willing. Come on, let's keep it going. And when it comes to grit, you can't just rely on motivation. Motivation is it's so fleeting. It's so fleeting. It's fleeting and it's volatile. Meaning it ebbs and it flows, it comes and it goes. And that's just natural about motivation. For example, let's say you wanted to get up at 6 a.m., go to the gym. You're feeling really motivated to do that, right? Let's say you wake up at 6 a.m. and it's raining, it's storming outside. Your motivation might waver in that moment. Who knows? It could really be a toss-up. You could still feel motivated or your motivation can waver. So the thing is motivation, you can't solely rely on motivation. It's a great place to start. It's a great place to start when you're feeling motivated, but you cannot rely solely on motivation. It's because it's fleeting. Discipline though. Discipline, discipline. Yes. Our favorite D word. We know, I know. And discipline, honestly, is something that I struggle with too. So I'm not like saying this like talk at you and be disciplined, but like I'm truly like I'm talking to y'all and I'm also talking to self. I'm on this journey with y'all, my friends. I'm on this journey with y'all. So discipline is going to keep you going even when you're not feeling motivated. That's the thing about discipline. It's more concrete. Let's go back to our example of waking up early to go to the gym. The discipline is going to keep you going to the gym, whether it's raining, whether it's sunshine, night, day, doesn't matter. It's going to keep you going. Don't rely too much on the flightiness of motivation. And honestly, don't even rely too much on how you feel. Because a lot of times how we feel is not always what we want to do. So like, don't rely on how you feel too much. Rely on your desires. Your desires are your compass. Your desires are your guide. So is staying in bed all day doom scrolling? If that's what you feel like doing, you have to check in with yourself and be like, even though I feel like doing that, I'm going to do the opposite of what it is that I'm doing, because what I feel like doing is not going to get me to where I want to be. It's not going to get me to my desires. So don't rely on what you feel. Sometimes we feel lazy. Okay, we're human, so we're going to feel lazy at times. We can't rely on how you feel. You have to rely on what it is that you desire. Rely on what you want, not what you feel. And then like grit, it's more than just mindset. It's more than just mindset. It's a state of being. It's who you are now. You are now a person with grit. You are now a person that perseveres day in and day out, eye on the prize. What is it that you desire? Every day you choose your dream life, and every day you make an intentional effort to embody. And you can't just embody for one day, y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like with the grit, like it's not just for a week. It's not just for a month. It's not just for 90 days. Like it's not just for 6 months. It's not just for a year. It's who you are now. It's who you are now. This is you now. So when you're embodying your desired self, it's not just like a mask that you get to take off at the end of the day, but okay, well, like, no, this is who you are now. So embody forever, basically. Forever until this embodied version of self is no longer getting you your future desires. But we're not worried about your future desires right now. We're going to focus on your current desires. Like it's layered, y'all. Like you truly have to persist. I feel like grit and persistence are like one and the same. It's not just physical grit. It's emotional grit, spiritual grit, subconscious grit. It's a state of being. Like I said before, it's who you are now. You are now a person with grit. You are now a person that persists day in and day out. You are disciplined now. You don't rely on motivation. You don't rely on how you feel. You rely on what you want. So what is it that you want? This is what I want you to be thinking about like throughout the duration of this episode. Just like, what is it that I want? Like she's talking about like my desires. Do you know your desires? If so, you're good. I just like want to make sure, because sometimes we don't even know what it is that we want. Like, please be concrete in your desires. Like be able to like list and write out your desires like in black and white. You are also a person that gets everything that they want. Everything and more, my friends, and more. Bigger than you could ever even imagine. But we'll get there. Okay, I'm getting excited. Okay. Here's where the faith comes in. The persistence is going to feel quite challenging. The grit might feel challenging without faith. And when I say faith, I'm not just talking about faith in God or whoever your higher power is. This is a safe space for all. I'm also talking about faith in self. Because remember, in this journey, it's really you versus you. It's really, like I said, nobody's coming to save you and nobody else matters. It's you versus you. I don't want to say faith necessarily just makes it so like easy peasy lemon squeezy, but faith allows there to be more calmness, more oneness, a little bit more ease as you are persisting. Because I think a lot of times when you hear these words like persist and grit, it sounds so like, it sounds so like militant. It doesn't have to be that way. Yes, it will probably be challenging at times for sure, uncomfortable at times for sure, but it doesn't have to be like excruciating. And that's why I feel like faith makes it less excruciating. Faith in knowing that it's working out and that you get everything that you want, everything. And there's no question about it that it's inevitable. That faith and that knowing makes persisting, makes embodying, makes having grit easier. Faith keeps me calm. Faith keeps me calm. The knowing that everything is always working out for my highest good and greatest joy. And same to y'all. Everything is always working out for your highest good and greatest joy. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about the win. It doesn't matter. The win is not any of your business truly because one, everything everywhere all at once. And two, creation is complete. It's already yours. And three, you worrying about the win shows lack, shows you don't have trust, shows you don't have faith. So don't worry about the win, worry about the now. What type of reality are you creating that will allow you to be open to receive? Worry about that, not the win. Are you even open enough to receive? Instead of focusing on the win, you need to focus on your self-concept, your belief system, your mindset. Are you embodying consistently your desired self? Do you have faith in self? What is your belief system like? What are your thoughts like? What does your routine look like? Your day-to-day life? That's what you need to be focused on, not the win. Are you even, girl, be for real. Like, I'm sorry. Like, to be quite frank with you, the win is really none of your business right now. You got to be open to receive. If you're closed off, full of lack, riddled in lack, worried about trying to control your environment, baby, you're not open. Anyway, let me continue. And obviously, we're all humans. We have moments of lack. We have moments of insecurity. But your baseline belief in self has to be strong, consistent, and not easily swayed. Faith is a knowing that everything is always working out for your highest good and greatest joy. You have to believe it. You have to know it. It's not just enough to say it and think it. You have to truly believe it fully, radically. You have to radically believe that everything is always working out for you. You have to radically believe that only good things happen to you. You have to radically believe that you can achieve anything that you desire in this life. You have to radically believe it fully. You can't half-ass it. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. No, this is not the hokey pokey. You need to be fully in. Believe it and know it. And you always want to keep this knowing handy, like in the back of your mind, the front, the side, who cares? Just keep it in your mind. Keep it in your psyche, because that knowing, that faith is going to be your home base. You're going to have to continuously return to that knowing, return to that during moments of lack, moments of insecurity, moments of anxiety, fear, feeling uncomfortable, whatever the case may be, because you're going to feel those uncomfortable emotions when you're expanding, when you're growing, when you're evolving, when you're shifting. You have to have a home base to return to, where you are grounded. And for me, it's that knowing that everything is always working out for me. It's that faith that I can do anything that I put my mind to. Simple. It's inevitable. It truly has to be a radical belief. It cannot just be like, oh, well, no, baby. Like, fully. I said fully, radically believe in yourself day in, day out, every second of the day, every minute, every hour, no matter what. Okay? Faith eases the grit. It makes it feel less heavy, makes it feel less excruciating. All right? If your belief in self, if your faith in self is weak, easily swayed, not consistent, not concrete, you have to work on that. You have to work on your self-concept. There are so many ways to work on your self-concept. I'll just list a few now, just to give you all some ideas, just to plant some seeds. But it's up to you, though, to water said seeds, okay? Spending time in solitude, spending time alone, meditating, affirmations, listening to them on repeat, on loop, like a lot. That's something that I do. I don't do it as much anymore because my belief system because my mindset and my belief system has gotten a lot more abundant. But when I was riddled with lack, oh, baby, I was listening to those affirmations day in and day out, basically. I stopped listening to music. I stopped watching TV. No, I'm just like, I didn't fully stopped, but I significantly decreased my consumption of other medias because I was just so locked in on that. Anyway, and also writing these affirmations down, because, when you write things down, it sticks to the psyche better because you're writing it. You're literally you're putting pen to paper and you're writing it all out. So listening to affirmations, writing them out, meditating, spending time with self, journaling, getting your thoughts out, looking at your thoughts and watching how you think. Because what is journaling? You're writing down your thoughts. Another way to work on your self-concept, because when you're looking at your journal entries, you're going to be damn, okay, I'm seeing how I'm thinking. And then as time progresses, you're going to see the change. You're going to see the shift. And also going to therapy, getting professional help, watching things like this, like going on YouTube, like looking at self-concept, like working on it. So actively working on how you view yourself, how you view your reality, how you view your life, how you view your past, present, and future. Self-concept is not just about self. Like, yes, a big part of it is self, but it's also how you view things and the world around you. So if you want me to make a full video about self-concept, I love talking about self-concept and identity work. I can get into it, y'all. So y'all just let me know, leave a comment down below. So let's move on to audacity. My favorite part is the audacity, because I just feel like grit plus the faith equals audacity. I don't know. I just made that up. It sounds good though, right? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, so audacity is more than confidence. It's more than spunk. It's really giving this life your all. Grabbing life by the balls and giving it your all. I don't know, that sounded kind of weird. Well, I don't know why we want to be grabbing life by the balls. I don't know. And being willing to take risks. Be daring, be bold, my friends. This is your life, your life. Like, you don't want to think back on this life 30, 40, 50 years from now and be like, dang, I didn't do that one thing because I was scared, because I was scared to take a risk. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. You can't be like sitting around, like waiting. Oh my God, it's just going to happen. No. Get up and start creating your dream life. You have to start. You have to create. Not half-assing this life, not being all like laissez-faire. Like, no. If you half-ass this life, your reality is going to be half-ass. Life rewards boldness. Life rewards boldness. So if you already have a foundation of faith and grit, the foundation can still be growing. It doesn't have to be like super strong yet. It's something you're working on. But if you already have some sort of foundation with your faith and your grit, you are a perfect candidate to be audacious in this life. Be audacious. Give this life your all, and then watch. Audacity doesn't have to be impulsive though. It's just doing things old versions of self would have never done. Like for me, when I went to Coachella by myself last year, that was really like gripping life by the balls. That was me being audacious. Like, that's like, for me, I was just like, you know what? None of my friends are able to come. I really want to go. I love this sign up. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. And it ended up being one of the most amazing things I've ever done for myself. I met amazing people from all over the world. I joined a solo traveler group, and I just like, that's how I did it. I met up with them, had the time of my life, made so many amazing memories. Now I have friends in freaking New Zealand, Canada, like North Carolina. Like, I would have never met these people if it weren't for being audacious and doing things that old versions of me would have never done. So be audacious. You never know what this life, you just don't even know what this life has in store for you. You never know what's on the other side of your current self right now, and taking a risk and being audacious. Like I said, it doesn't have to be like doing something impulsive and doing something that without thinking about it. It's just doing something that low-key you've always wanted to do, but maybe your past self didn't want to do, or your past self was too scared to do it. So do it now. Do it now. Be bold. Be bold. You have this one life. This is your life. You owe it to yourself to be bold. You owe it to yourself to be audacious. Surprise yourself, you know? And I have a feeling that there's something that you're probably thinking about while I'm talking about this. You're probably like, yeah, like I actually have always wanted to do X, Y, Z, and maybe I'll do it. If there's something that you're thinking about right now while I'm talking about this, do it. Do it. This is your sign. If you're looking for a sign, this is your sign to do it. Like for me, the audacity is really like, it's a birthright. It's a birthright. Like being audacious is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. So like I'm allowed to do these things because this is what I want and this is what I desire. I'm allowed to take up space. I'm allowed to be here. Like I made it this far. I refuse to be a victim of my circumstances. Like that's just like, I can't be that. I can't be that. I don't want to be that. I've been that before. I was that for a long time. I don't want to be that anymore. I'm not a victim of my circumstance, and you're not a victim of your circumstance either. You're not. Take up space and think big, my friends. Think big. Don't think small. If your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. So take your dreams and multiply it by 10. And if that still doesn't scare you, multiply it by 10 again. Multiply it by 10 again. Okay. You don't see this grand, wonderful world that we live in. Like where things are always happening. Miracles are always happening every day, every minute, by the hour, by the second. And you think that for some reason that your dreams won't come true, that's like insane to me. Like if you truly like hear yourself say it, like it's insanity. It's insanity. We live in a good, abundant world. You have to believe it. Your world is abundant. Your life is abundant. Your reality is abundant. You get everything that you want, and more. More. I'm sorry. You have to assume that everything is always working out for you. Okay? Assume it. What is assuming the opposite done for you? Not much, okay? So let's try something else. From now on, assume that everything is always working out for you, because it is. You just have to believe it. So yeah, there you have it, my friends. Grit, faith, and audacity. Y'all let me know what y'all think about everything that I talked about. Y'all let me know if y'all want specific videos about self-concept and identity work, or specific videos about grit, specific videos about faith, anything. Because I love talking about these things. I love it. I love it. Okay. Again, I'm your host, Golden Girl, and this is Tired of Thinking, my friends. And I'll see y'all very soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.